Good morning. This is one of those shows that I absolutely had to do, and it really has to do with foreigners that moved to this country. And we're going to give you one example of one foreigner that is really giving out false information to his viewers, about life in the Philippines. He's only been here way less than a year, but professes to be an expert on the Philippines and women and Manila, Burgess, Boracay, and it's amazing to listen. Now he's accumulated over 22,000 subscribers in way less than a year, and you kind of wonder if this is one of those real cases where somebody bought subscribers. I found that he's given all kinds of false information out. He's making doesn't even go on camera actually at all, and is basically making fun of a lot of the women. They're either baddies or what I don't know his expressions on there, but he makes fun of overweight Filipinas. He makes fun of a lot of things that go on in the street or on the beach, and claims to be an expert on the Philippines after only look. I've been here over 7 years or more. I'm no expert on the Philippines. Never claimed I would. I am or would ever be. This guy, when you're looking for somebody to pick on for good reasons and to criticize, these are the kind of guys you have to go after. That's of course is that guy Jasper in the Philippines. He's 45 years old. Claims he, you know, has some kind of income of sort. Lied about things he's owned, and basically he's living off the charity of YouTube like most people do. He's one of these guys that decided to press his luck, come out here, and we've never seen him with a woman in the whole time he's been out here, but he claims to be an expert on women. So that's kind of interesting in itself, isn't it? He's kind of a cocky guy, not kind of. He's a very cocky, very arrogant guy. Now, sometimes there are YouTubers you have to talk about because, and this is one of the reasons I really just don't associate with foreigners. Good morning. I don't associate with foreigners. I'm better off not. A lot of them come out here for the wrong reasons, and we know all the reasons they come out here. And people have a lot of problem with the age gap. Some people don't, and it's perfectly fine as long as the girl is willing and all that stuff. Here you got a 45-year-old man that comes out here and he owns Boracay all of a sudden and owns Manila and BGC, whatever. I don't know what that is. I guess Burgess, whatever. I don't know. I'm not familiar with Manila. But he goes back and forth from Burgess or somewhere and goes back to Boracay, and he's the expert of the beach. Ask him any question, he'll give you an answer. He knows about the women, how to get them, but never seen him on camera with one woman. And how could he? Because he does so many shows in one day that, and even at night, that how could he be with a woman? It's people like this that we don't need in the Philippines at all. I don't like the guy, and that's why I'm talking about him, and rightfully so, because I think he's giving out false information to all these hard ons out there that want to come to the Philippines. Now he's doing what I guess what Fazio was trying to do. Personal consultations for $50 or maybe 75. I'm not sure who this guy thinks he is. And he don't show his face. All he goes, "You want to mess with me? I'm 45." Apparently, he's making a lot of enemies on there that's threatening him. This is what happens when you get carried away on your show. It's exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, you got cockiness, you got arrogance. You put on a show, and it's very clear that he's here to make money because he's not retirement age and he's only 45. Where he got the money to come out here, you'll hear many stories that he tells. You know, living the high life with high cars and high life and all that stuff. But I don't buy any of that story. I don't know if you guys do, but I just don't really. Yeah. Oh yeah, pushing the abundance. Yeah, I know. Playing everybody for fools. I was going to do a show until next Sunday, and I really meant to too. I even have some uploads already loaded. But it seems that if I go to his show, and I don't have to. No one forces me to watch his show, but I make a bet with myself. I bet if I go on right now, he's on live, and I'm right every time. I don't know when he's not live. So it's obviously that he's making good. He's making money on his show. There's people giving him donations. I've never understood all the players we have on here that anybody would give money to anybody for any fucking reason when they're just a bunch of jerk offs. But hey, like I always say, it's their money, not mine. I don't have to contribute to anyone on here if I feel they're not righteous. That's at least the way I look at things anyway. Yeah, throughout your road, man. Coming back. I don't buy any of these stories either. I really don't. He comes off as a total creep doing a spy cam live stream, talk about how to score with women in his last. I mean, this guy is. I know if anybody really deserves. I hope somebody does kick the shit out of this guy. I mean, there are certain foreigners that really need their ass kicked in a big way. Okay, and maybe there's some foreigners that don't deserve that, but some people think they do. I know definitely some people that definitely do need that, one way or the other. But this guy is one of them. I think people are also getting too theatrical on their show. They're getting the stage presence is making them a bunch of hams. Like we got the very entertaining Jesse, Uncle Jesse, who's very entertaining, but I think he's starting to put more theatrics on his show. This girl talks to him, yes, and he's just acting like a typified hillbilly, which he is, but he's putting more theatrics on his show, and his girl is kind of following along with it, and that's where it lost me. I thought he was entertaining for a little bit, but now he's incorporating a lot of theatrics, imitations, and I don't know. It's just it kind of came with me and it went with me. It's kind of a freak show watching Uncle Jesse, but I think the theatrics. I'm not sold on that, and he's kind of overplaying his role. And although I still can't get over how young his so-called wife is, said she's 24, but she don't look a day over 13. But if he says he's married, I guess he's married. So who might argue with that, huh? Okay. I know you didn't expect me to be on today. Let's see. His moderator is Jordan Melby Vlogs. Okay. I've heard the name before, but I'm not sure who that is. But it's pretty obvious that everyone who comes on and puts a YouTube channel on, it's really not to entertain people. Not really. It's not to give factual information. It's not to be a good guy. It's the dollar sign, peso sign, whatever. It's all it's about. Nobody gives good information anymore. And when I try to give good information on here, I don't get the numbers because everybody wants drama. Like, for example, I guess I'd call this drama, me talking about Jasper. I don't like the guy. That's for damn sure. I think he's full of himself. He's afraid to go on camera. He's challenging people. Yeah, if you come here, you're going to meet up with a young 45-year-old. And he kind of knocks seniors a lot all the time. Oh, left and right if you're a senior. And he's kind of upset that seniors are getting the younger girls, and maybe because he just can't get any women, because I look at it this way: if that guy was getting women, he would proudly display them on camera. He's been here well under a year, and now he's the self-proclaimed expert on 7 months of living out here. Interesting. But he sure got a lot of subscribers. And, it's a phenom, guys. Sometimes you just don't understand how anybody's getting that many subscribers. Okay, yeah, JLB would be a better mod than yeah, I guess so. Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, I came on here at a whim's notice, really, on here because I just got so disgusted when I tuned into Jasper's channel. And if anybody needs an ass kicking, boy, this guy really does. He's really sending the wrong info to people that want to move out here. That makes it thinks it's so easy to meet a good Filipina. On one hand, he's saying against the trampy women that he wouldn't pick up this type. Then on the other hand, he's saying and giving a message to the people, you don't have to pay too much for them. And I even talking about the guy kind of upsets me. But I kind of thought I'd come on with this because this guy is as phony as you could possibly get. We don't know what his total motive is, as well as some other people we have in the community here, what their motive is, why they came out to the Philippines, other than the women's situation, who proclaim to have a house they're waiting to sell. They're going to live on that money the rest of their life. They get women pregnant and they go out to go-go bars while she sits home with her big belly and waiting for the child to come. There's so many freakazoids on YouTube that I can't even count anymore. And if I had to go name names and tell you everything that they've done, it would have to be probably a 5-hour broadcast. It's just, that's why you've been hearing me lately on my doubts about doing shows and my doubts about continuing. And this is nothing new, of course, but this has been going on for a long while. I question myself and say, why do I bother to come on here? Go talk to somebody else if you want to give a speech, or advise people on something, no matter what your topic matter is. Um, I guess it's like a habit that you got to break like anything else. You know damn well that you're not going anywhere on this thing. You're just going to be attacked all the time, but you still come on. And maybe in some sort, it's a way of slapping back somebody in their face, too, that, hey, you're not getting rid of me. I'm here to stay, or I'm on my own terms, which I like better. That I come on here on my own terms, that nobody's aggressiveness is going to chase me off my own channel. I guess that's part of it, really. Yeah. Jasper is running away. Yeah, they're all running away from something. And I can name numerous regular characters on here, and I'm just not going to name any names that have been running away from something. And we know who they are. They are. I know who they are, and I know some things about them. You're either running towards something or you're running away from something. That, I think, pretty much is what's actually going on. It's a runaway. It's a large runaway list. You're absolutely correct on that. Yeah, for people wondering, Frank, how come you're still not monetized? Well, I mean, I am. You're seeing ads on here, but they have to snail mail me a code, a PIN code number I have to punch in. I've never been through anything like this before. The identity I had to prove, the tax information, all that shit. Just amazing. That's why you don't see the dollar sign on here. I got to wait till this, and I have to do a snail mail. From where? United States to the Philippines? Are you kidding me? That could be 6 months. I don't know. A PIN code. Then I'm okay. But you should have seen the steps I had to go through on here. Jeez, unbelievable. Unbelievable. All I'm getting is the ads, and I get paid for the ads. You know, pennies on the dollar. I mean, it's bullshit money. But, you know, I see no reason why I can't jump on a bandwagon while I am on here. I know I'm never going to make any real money on my show, because most of my viewers are trolls, and they're not going to give me one lead penny. There's a few that are not, but I mean, I already realize that. You know, just consider what you have from your AdSense, a piggy bank, and you're making a couple of coins, and one day it'll add up to something you could actually spend. Yeah, child support payments, even a bump. Yeah. I'm not going to be talking about Barry on here anymore. Just let the law do what they have to do. If something sensational comes up on that subject, I will come on and say it, okay? You basically know what I know. Well, pretty much what I know, you know. I don't tell all, but you pretty much, 75%, you know what I know and what I told. Okay, so I think we've had enough of threats. I think all of us are tired of the threats on here. And you know all the people that have been doing threats to different vloggers, including myself, who's been getting these. And I got to the point I'm tired of it, and where I feel that I may need to do something about it. Because I'm really tired of this. I didn't come out here really to get involved in YouTube. That was really not my intent, not really. I came out here to retire, enjoy whatever years I got left. I'm getting older, and to deal with these low-grade, you know, sewer rats who have no substance whatsoever, who are running away from something, and that's why they're here, like we've been talking about. It's really not worth my time. However, I always get to a breaking point where I say enough is enough, and that's when I do something. Yeah. I don't know if Licky gets 30 plus members, you should get half that. That's not true, man. I never heard of a program like that. That's bullshit. He's just trying to get people for membership so he can make an income every month from their membership. The guy's smarter than he looks. He knows how to make money. Look how much he made on Barry. How many thousand? I'm not getting it on here yet. My super chat is not on. He must have came in late. I just finished saying that they have to send me a PIN code. I went through this elaborate process. I'm getting AdSense from the ads, pennies, just pennies on the dollar, if even half a penny, quarter of a penny. But the reason you don't see the dollar sign on here is because they're waiting for this one last step, a PIN code, and then they'll do it. But what I had to go through was such bullshit, just to get monetized, which either way ain't going to make a difference for me, quite honestly, okay? I'm not going to get rich on my show. It's just not one of those shows. Well, yeah, in the past, I mean, when I was momentarily monetized until they figured out, wait, Frank has to send in some more information. Yeah, did. But I can't tell you how long it's going to be, honestly. You can see my ads on my show running. I know they're running. I've seen them. So I'm getting AdSense. Yeah, that I am. It's kind of a bullshit operation anyway. Taxes, America. We're going to tax you out here, 30, you take 30%. But that's just the way it is. I guess business is the price of doing business, It's not I have in the account. Get me go spent. No doubt about it. It will be spent. It's good money. Your money's good as well as anybody else's. You know, it's not going to sit there. I'll be taking it out. They're not going to take it from me. So don't worry about that. No problem with that at all. But that's kind of where I wanted to come in. I actually got some things I need to do, and I got to keep more active around here. Um, I don't like sitting around all day and watching TV and going on the internet. It's a little hot out there, but I still got to be a little bit active in some ways. I have actually an upload I could put on there too. Give you a little, if you need me on there more. It's what was that all about? Anyway, I got an interesting upload on here that I could just upload and you guys can watch it. And I'll do that after I sign off on here. Uh, his ego put him. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. But we don't want to talk about him on here, please. I kind of told my audience that let's just not concentrate on the trolls on here. Let's just move on with life matters. Your life, my life. Tell me about yourself, your life. Ask me questions. Talk about the Philippines. Okay, I told you I'm kind of veering away from that kind of shit because I'm bored out of my mind with it. I'm bored with the Obama shit, and I'm really bored out of my mind with that. Um, Boy, talk about paid advertisements for this guy. I mean, PR, too much PR. Yeah, okay, enough of bummer, please. I told you I'm going to block people on here if they start talking about the trolls. I just thought I'd come on and be very specific about a very specific vlogger who I really think is a nuisance to us foreigners out here in the Philippines. He's making a mockery of us by his words, his actions, or lack of actions. A guy that's not even been here 3/4 of a year is a pro on women, pro on the Philippines culture. Look, I've been here a long time. I'm no pro on the culture here. I got a lot of ideas about it. I never said I was, but this guy's a creep. I mean, he's really a creep. Yeah, I cleaned out the gutters. I had my girlfriend's one of her kids, older ones, went up there in the roof and cleaned it out. It's about 4 inches thick in there. That it really. But now I gotta, I told you, having a house is nice, but there's a lot of maintenance. It's painted with a special white paint underneath the eaves, from the roof. It's white metal, and I don't know if it's corrugated steel, whatever it is. I don't know what the hell. Anyway, that is starting to show a little bit of mold here and there. Oh God, I went through this at my house in Hawaii. Okay, but so I got to figure a way to clean this. I don't have a pressure washer, but that's another job I'm gonna have to do. That's why it's called maintenance and preventive maintenance. Your job is never really done. And there's certain things I can do and certain things I can't. Okay, so with that being said, um, yeah, it's a real hot one here. It's kind of, excuse the expression, a bummer. When you got to deal with this heat every fucking day, that kind of stifles your activity, which it really has with me. And that's why I was still thinking about getting the treadmill, talking about it and talking about it and talking about it. So yeah, he streams all day and night. How could he have a life if that's all he's doing? Girlfriends and this and that. He's telling people how to pick up chicks. Oh man, if anybody's out in that area sometime, why don't you set the guy straight or something? I don't sit him down for a little talk or something. Yeah, we got so many losers that's moving out here that it's very saddening to me. It really is. I see the kind of guys that are coming out here, and we all know that these women don't want them. They're fat as shit, hairy chest, smelly, rotten teeth, okay, bald headed, you know, obese, absolutely. And they're with these young. I seen a guy, it was just yesterday. God, she was such a good looking Filipino. She was short, long hair, beautiful features. Oh, by anybody's standards. And she was with a creepy old white guy. And I said, there we go again. Would she really be with him? Is that what she really wants? What she really, really wants? You know the answer to that as well as I do, folks. It sickens me. It sickens me. They need to drop a truth bomb on Dumageddon, for one. I will never go to Dumageddon. I don't want to be around that many foreigners. I'm not saying all foreigners are bad. There's some good people, but generally they don't bother with other people unless they're going to meet them for beer, and I don't drink beer, so I'm kind of in a bad place. It's awkward for me. They're all alcoholics. I don't drink, so that's why I don't like to bother. I know whatever he's doing, they all have problems. I mean, look at some of our regulars on here. They're obese. They're sitting in their relative's basement, or they're living off in their children's house, and they claim to be experts on everything in the Philippines. All they're doing is begging for money, waiting till they die because they're so goddamn obese. The diabetes don't kill them. The heart attack will with all that weight. But you got to humor them. That's all you can do is humor them. My fantastic audience, 4 thumbs up. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. You call me Johnny? Wow, wow. I'm so underwhelmed with the response from my viewers. Maybe I should lie more. How about lying? I don't generally lie, folks, but I'll tell you what. Lying seems to be the best thing to do up on here. Lying, lying, and lying. They seem to do the best on here, don't they? Yeah. Oh, I don't know if I want to hear about Jasper anymore, but that guy just rubs me the wrong way. Rubs me the wrong way. I hope somebody goes to Boracay and finds this guy and just exposes him for the creep that he is. They'll get theirs in the end one way or the other. The best thing to do is try to get their show down, and that really hurts their pride and their ego. Spam, misleading, whatever you might be. Just you keep on hitting the buttons on that, and maybe YouTube will react and get his show down, and he'll have to start all over again. That's the best way of dealing with people like that. And Uncle Jesse is looking pretty old, that's for sure. But like I said, if it was in America, they'd be stoning him to death. I think he's using and abusing that girl. I think she's using and abusing him. But you know what, guys? I had a phone call with a friend of mine from New York, and we were talking about shit like this. And he said, well, if that's the arrangement they have, and he's happy with her, and she's happy being with him, no matter what the age gap is, I guess who can complain, right? People are going to do whatever they do, and it's their right to be with whoever they want to be with. I mean, of course, we're going to look at this a different way, and who makes the rules in life that if a girl has her period, she's a woman, okay? We don't look at that. We go by age, but technically, once a woman menstruates, she's a woman, no matter how young she is. But you really want to be with a woman that age? A girl that age? She's not a woman to me. She's a girl. And somebody that looks like this girl, she looks like she's 13 years old. I don't know. Shame on him, right? 14, yeah, around there. And she's a weird character herself, always nodding her head in approval of him. He probably beats the shit out of her. He comes from South Georgia. Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. He's I don't know. It's hard to say, and I'm not going to say because I really don't know, but don't seem like a good situation on there. Now he's into theatrics, and that's why I'm kind of turned off to his show. He's getting more theatrical now, staging things and kind of putting on a little show in a way, getting out of character or more into character. But now he's it kind of turned me off. I could watch his show, him just beat himself, the dumbass hillbilly he is. But now when he's trying to be doing an acting thing and getting out of character and imitations and all that, now he's become a ham. He's become a full cooked ham because he's got over 1,000 now, and he's all yippity yappity about that. I've been through there. I know. Now look, well, anyway, I don't want to say that. Okay, listen, you guys into this channel or not? Really, because I'm making a lot of decisions about it. You going to support this channel when I monetize? Because tell you what, I am going on the platform if I stay on, and I don't see why I shouldn't. If everybody else is profiting from doing a good show or doing a show on here, I don't see a reason why I should. So are you guys on board with this or what? I mean, serious. I don't want to waste my time. Believe me, I'm not that lonely or anything that I have to go on here, Okay, I'm living okay. It's supporting the show and giving me the incentive to stay on. That's all it's really about. That's all it's really about. So you guys down with this or what? When you see the little dollar sign on there, I'm not going to ask for memberships or any crazy shit like that. I'm not looking for an Xbox or anything like that. But it'd be nice if people would support. Got a few donations, but very little. But you got to realize there's not many good shows on anymore. And we also got to work on annihilating the creeps on here. A lot of the ones come on YouTube that are really using and abusing women, and false charities, donations for their pocket. And those are the people you need to get after. Okay? Those are the people. I don't know to get your perspective. I don't know. Oh, I donate. There's a lot of perspectives. I'm kind of hot in my room, the fan on. I'd like to stand here a little longer, but I only came on. I know. I agree with you there. Needs a new toy. I only came on to basically, and I wasn't going to go on till Sunday. I might as well put my upload on. It was an upload about something I did, so might as well. Who the fuck cares? You know, if I got the material, put it on. It's hard to keep a schedule on here. But it don't matter anyway. It's not going to be any different if I just do one show a week or something. I'm happy rather than being crappy, and all is good at the Ponderosa so far. Hopefully that holds up, and I guess everything is okay. Um, let's see. What was I needing to do? I'm going to remind myself of a few things here. Anyway, I thought I'd pop on and talk about this Joker, and you know, find out more information about this guy. Where the hell is he coming from in his head and lying about his whole existence out here? He's a nuisance, I think, to this community, and he's giving out wrong information to people that want to come here. He's basically saying, you know, be a. And we don't want to promote that kind of stuff. Yeah. Okay, guys, I need to get off here. I just don't have the motivation. I really don't. I almost have to force myself to do a show here. But I thought I'd pop on and say a few words because I had gotten off from listening to a little bit of Jasper on two different occasions. He's on constantly, and I just don't like what he talks about. He's not a good representative of foreigners coming here to the Philippines. I think we got to let him know it later.